Well, hello everybody, back again with another video, and we're going to be talking about two topics today. Now, before we start, please make sure to join the Hockey Brigade by subscribing. Now, let's get to it. So, the first thing is the news broke yesterday that the Arizona Coyotes may be homeless by December 20th, as they had around $1.3 million in debt of unpaid city and state taxes. This also meant that the city of Glendale was going to bar entrance of the Gila River Arena to the Arizona Coyotes. That's a problem. And I did a video on this a few months back about the Coyotes maybe leaving Arizona, definitely being done with Glendale. That was not going to work anymore. But this really looks bad. The team later on went to say that this was a human error and that they are just surprised by this as we are. But that's a really weird route to go, and here's why. Whether or not it's true, it's just, how does a professional team that is got, worth $400 million according to Forbes have $1.3 million worth of back taxes and not even realize it? You've already got less than a year left in your building anyway. Why make things worse? It's going to look weird to whoever you're going to try to pitch a new stadium to somewhere else. They're going to be, they didn't even realize they had back taxes, and we're going to try to have to meet with them to try to figure out to make a new stadium. So it is just a really bad look, and they've got less than a year left in the building, so it's just, I don't know, they're not making this thing any easier for themselves. And I guess it doesn't matter now, though, as the team has paid off the debts, and it's all good in the desert for now. But it's such a bad look. I hate to say, I don't think it's a bad look for the league because this isn't something that's normal, but it does look bad for hockey. And in total, $250,000 of that $1.3 million was owed to the city of Glendale, and I imagine the remaining money probably went to the state of Arizona. I would have to imagine, but regardless, what in the world is going on there? And I just think that it's so shocking. And let's be honest, if a person managed their finances the way that this team did, let me tell you, we would not be so forgiving, other people would not be so forgiving, and the IRS would be all over their back. So it is what it is, but we've got a little over 6 months before we can see whether or not the Yotes stay in the Copper State. And based off what we've seen and how they've handled things, I think that that's probably an indication that things might not be so good. Don't hold your breath, Arizona fans, just to be safe. That being said, we get to switch up topics and talk about the Vancouver Canucks and their new GM, kind of. So, that's right, the Canucks have a new GM, and he will be none other than the three-time Stanley Cup winner, Jim Rutherford. And, of course, Jim won those cups with the Carolina Hurricanes in 2006. Crazy that it's been that long. And was part of those back-to-back cups with the Pittsburgh Penguins, which they won in 2016 and 2017 over the San Jose Sharks and the Nashville Predators. That being said, I gotta be honest, I'm really not happy about the move. While Jim's actually only serving as the interim GM while looking for the next GM to fill the position, he is going to be the president of hockey operations for the next 3 years, and I'm not looking forward to it. Really, in all honesty, it's just got me nervous. I think that's the big thing. It's not that I hate Jim or think he's a terrible person, but I just legitimately hope he doesn't do anything drastic with this team while he's serving as the interim GM. Yes, he had teams win titles. I get that. He has had teams hoist the cup. I am aware when he's been in charge. And he's made some really good trades in certain times. But he's also made some really questionable moves and decisions in his time. And I don't want him messing with the team right now. It's already got so many problems we're going to have to clean up from the bidding era, from the bad management and just the contracts handed out, the length, being able to move them all. And we're just dealing with a lot right now from the bidding era. And yeah, it's the last thing we need to do is get ourselves another Jack Johnson, as Benning really seemed to buckle down on that, and he was foaming over the mouth for him, so I guess that we will hope to avoid that. And I think my biggest bone to pick with him is he had a tendency to trade away picks, first-round picks especially, in Pittsburgh, as in 2015 through 2018, 4 consecutive years, they didn't have a single first-round pick because he traded them away, and in 2020 and 2021, they also didn't have first-round picks. I'm pretty sure during his reign with Pittsburgh, they only had the 2019 first-round pick as their only time going, and while it worked out in the beginning, he's made some decent trades in the beginning of his tenure with Pittsburgh. Things on the back end got really ugly, and I don't know whether or not he was just desperate to try to keep this team's contention status going and to keep the window open, but he made some real head scratchers. So really, my Christmas wish if the Aquilinis are listening, which they aren't. But if you are, please don't let him take on the GM spot permanently. We're going to be in an even worse spot than we already were. So we'll have to see about that. What are your thoughts on both of these topics? I'd love to hear it. Let me know down below. Also, Arizona fans, I don't hate your team. Just cannot believe how this organization is run at the moment. So yeah, make sure to like this video if you liked the video, and join the Hockey Brigade by subscribing. Everybody stay safe. Hey, have a great night. You love hockey, alright? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.